Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Butterfly Spirit 314. I'm back with another video today. What I wanted to do is give you guys an update on how I'm coming with um, my progress through the tarot cards. For those of you who've watched my previous live, and even if you haven't, watched one of my lives, I've done a few different lives about tarot cards. Anyway, I've been learning the tarot cards, and I've learned the tarot cards from the Fool, which is card number 0, all the way up till the last, I believe the last card, the King of Swords. So I've made a pretty good amount of progress so far with the tarot cards, and now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going back through the tarot cards. And some of you might be like, well, if you learned all the cards, why would you go back through them? Well, um, in one of my lives, I mentioned that what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be like building knowledge about each of the cards on top of each other. Meaning that the video I watched about all 78 of the tarot cards, that was to get like baseline knowledge about like learning all of the cards and kind of like the layout of the tarot card deck. Okay. That was like the baseline knowledge and give me some kind of idea of like, you know, their basics, right? But anyway, so today what I did is I moved on to another video. It is about all 78 of the tarot cards. However, this particular video that I'm working on right now, like that I'm learning from, is a lot deeper. Okay, the video I'm learning about tarot cards from, there's a gentleman talking about the tarot cards. He talks about each of them. And when he talks about them, he talks about the elements that relate to the tarot cards, a little bit of numerology, the planets associated with, the themes going on in each one of the tarot cards and stuff like that. And it's just like more deeper information. And I guess you could say with the planets, it's like more like astrology kind of going on and stuff. So this is definitely a bit deeper. Today when I was at work, since I had some downtime, I actually learned more about the Fool, which is card number 0. And typically with the Fool card or card number 0, typically people associate this with new beginnings, beginning a journey, if you will. And for me, I got to learn I learned a bit more about the card, if you will. And I got a deeper meaning on it. And there was something that kind of stuck with me, so I wrote that down. Because the Fool is card number 0, it is about infinite energy. So that's what it's about when it comes to the Fool. I did learn something interesting about the Fool card, which is that with the Fool card, it can be a card that I'm trying to remember. Oh my gosh. The Fool card is not necessarily associated with the major arcana, which I didn't know that. I thought that the Fool was like literally the first card of the major arcana, but what I learned is the Fool can be either the first card before you get into the major arcana, or it can be a card after all the major arcana cards. So it could be the last card, but it's not really associated with it. Interesting thing about the Fool card is that it's all the cards in the major arcana are about like the journey that the Fool takes. And I'm just like, it's kind of interesting, if you will. So they're all about the Fool. So like, I guess it's like, basically you can consider it like, someone learning like life lessons through a certain part of their life or whatever. I guess it's like you can consider it being like chapters of your life or something like that. You know what I mean? If it makes sense. I'm finding it to be pretty interesting, and I like getting a deeper sort of knowledge about the Rider Waite deck. And that's the deck that I am learning because it's the basic deck to learn. And so I find that to be pretty fun, pretty cool. And I'm really excited about it because, I want to deepen my knowledge. And I feel like with learning about tarot cards, I kind of feel like it's for me. I was at a store where I buy my tarot cards from, and I just had this feeling of like immense happiness when I was holding this oracle deck, and I was just like, I just felt like I was doing the right thing by holding that deck. Like it's like I had a connection with the deck, if you will, and I was like, man, it's really cool. So I just felt this like happiness like coming out of me and stuff. So I thought it was really fun. So anyway, um, for me, I just find that I'm finally walking the path of getting into tarot cards. I've always wanted to get into tarot cards since I first came to the metaphysical or spiritual store. And I always wanted to, and I always wondered, like, how in the world do these readers, like, how do they do these readings? Can I do it? Do they have like the special gifts that they have to have and stuff? And I just found myself kind of attracted to the tarot cards, but it didn't really catch on for me, if you will. It just didn't. So anyway, now I'm like learning it. When I have time at work, then I learn about the tarot cards. And I find that it's cool. I learn other things on my work too when I have downtime as well. Because like when I have downtime, I like to learn things just to kind of keep myself busy and keep myself going and stuff like that. I can't do it all the time, but when I do have time, I'm like devoting time to learning things, like to make myself like a better version of myself. So um, I do like tarot cards, and I just find that they're so deep and there's like more going on with them. And I really like it a lot. And I think it's like super fun to just learn more and more and more. And as I learn about the tarot cards, many of you guys probably heard me say this before. As I learn the tarot cards, it's really going to help me to learn more about like more before I get into oracle cards. There are some people who jump right into oracle cards and like try to learn oracle cards and everything. And like for me, that's just not the way I want to do things. Now, I did open one of my oracle cards decks yesterday that I brought recently. So I have, in total, I have 8 decks right now. So I have 2 tarot card decks and then 6 oracle decks. So, um, I'm gaining decks. I heard about this guy online, and he has 150 card decks. So I guess that's including tarot card decks and oracle decks. So I'm like, man, that guy must be like a super expert. So I don't think I'll ever get that many, but I think a lot of good readers, they at least have at least 10 decks and stuff, and different decks work different ways and stuff like that. I think I'm going to kind of gravitate more so towards like the Oracle decks and stuff like that. But I saw another Rider Waite deck that was pretty cool. It didn't say Rider Waite, but the deck was so pretty. It was really cool. It's like all shiny and pretty. So I really thought it was really super fun and really awesome. Anyway, so yeah, I'm dabbling into tarot cards, and I'm finding that I'm building my knowledge and I'm enjoying it. And I like what I'm doing. And I encourage you guys, if there's something that you like to do, then go for it, especially if it's something that brings you joy, something that makes you happy. It's important to try to find happiness where you can. And for those of you who are wondering what necklace I'm wearing my Ankh. So I wear, it's like dangling. So I wear my Ankh. Actually, I wear it every day to work and things. It helps to keep my energy balanced. I don't know how to describe my Ankh, but I actually I got this from a African festival, and they had Ankhs, and I hadn't been able to find any like necklace like this in a while. I had one years ago, but it broke. I have one in my living room and stuff next to the window and stuff. So I have one, but I have not I haven't even moved that one or touched that one or anything. It's just like in my living room. But this is the Ankh that I wear every day to work. And I really like wearing it because I don't know, it just feels right for me. It helps to balance my energy and everything like that. So this is what I wear. People in my job don't see my Ankh because I have on like a sweater most of the time because it's cold at my job. So, or I always say it's cold in here. Like every day I say the same thing at work. I'm like, it's so cold in here. Like I say the same thing and people are just like look at me like, but they know because it's cold in there to them too. So yeah. But my Ankh, I love wearing it. It's really something that I enjoy wearing. And like the first time I put on my Ankh, it was just like I felt like I kind of felt more balanced when I wore my Ankh for the first time. So when I wore it to work, I was a little chicken, but I ended up wearing it anyway. So for me, it's just something that I love to wear, and I like vibe with it. Anyway, as far as tarot cards go, I learned some deeper knowledge about the Fool today. And, I'm not going to be learning about the reversed meanings of anything yet. I'm just dealing with the cards, like the tarot cards, based off of their upright meaning, not their reversed meanings. I know tarot cards can have reverse meanings, and that's what can like throw people for a loop because they're like, what the heck, when something's reversed. But I'm just learning the upright right now, and then I'll like move into like the reversed meanings and stuff like that. I did get some insight from some oracle cards from my new deck, and that I have, and it gave me some good insight, and I'm kind of following it, and it's helping me out. So like when you do like a reading for yourself or something, you get a pull to do it for yourself, then you know you can get insight that can like have you go in the right direction, if that makes sense. So yeah, so that's pretty much what's going on with me. I'm like tired because it's like it was cold today at work, and I just was like, I'm kind of almost like zonked out essentially, but I'm about to eat, which is going to help perk me up a lot more. And I'm like looking forward to that because I really need to be perked up. I'm also like working on like planning to go to some events and stuff just to kind of keep myself like going like craft wise because I'm like a really crafty person. And I'm like finally expressing that. And I think it works in my numerology too because I have like a 3 in my numerology, and that's for creativity. So I'm finally following that creative burst that I have, and it makes me feel good. It makes me feel more like myself when I'm like more crafty and I make stuff. And if you guys like have seen on my channel, I made a pink Power Ranger um, wallet or pouch that I made, and I did good. It was my first time making it, and I want to make more like sewing projects and stuff. I made other stuff, but I haven't like posted it or whatever because like some stuff I make, I just kind of keep to myself, So it's kind of something I keep. But anyway, um, you know, I feel like I'm making progress on my journey as far as like what I love to do. So anyway, I just wanted to share how I'm coming with tarot cards. Tomorrow I'm gonna learn, I believe, about the Magician, which I believe is card number, I believe, let me see. The Magician, I believe, is card number 1. Um, but don't quote me because like right now I'm just like super tired. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching this live that was like super random that I'm making, and I appreciate you guys' support. And many of you guys, when you watch this, it'll probably be later on down the line at some point. You'll be like, hey, and stuff about it. But by then, like when you guys ask me about it later on down the line, like months down the line, I'm probably going to be like a super advanced, like expert with tarot cards and stuff. And I'm taking it slow, like every day, like I'm learning, I'm not just like, doing like a video where I like watch it for 2 hours and then I know everything. I feel like with tarot cards, or anything, you learn every day by doing something because as you learn every day by doing something, it helps you to kind of like build that knowledge and stuff, if that makes sense. So that's what's working for me. And yeah, I'm still wobbly on the meanings of the tarot cards, but eventually, like, I'll have them down pat and I'll understand. And what I'm trying to do is build a build like a general knowledge about what is meant by the tarot cards so I can do readings. Eventually, I want to learn how to do spreads, and then I'd like to learn how to shuffle the tarot cards because there are people who can shuffle tarot cards that are like really good at it, and I'd like to learn how to do that too. So I think I'll eventually get there. So by then, I think I'll do pretty well. But anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I feel like my hair is so uneven. Like I guess I was blending in with my. Oh yeah, it's blending in with my it's blending in with my dress. Anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this live and me getting a chance to share with you guys like how far I'm coming with tarot cards because I'm taking my time each and every day to learn, and I encourage you guys to learn something as well. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.